Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your girl Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird site and theantidote.com, bringing you another live exclusive interview, courtesy of Kickin the Real. I have the beautiful Miss Andrea joining me today. What is going on, sweetheart?
Hello, how are you?
I am doing well. First of all, thank you for taking the opportunity out of your more than hectic schedule to join us and kind of drop some gems and some insight on us, because this is about to be good. Make sure you turn me up right here. Like, subscribe, follow, share with a friend. This is definitely going to be worth it. Save this. All right, Ms. Joy, first of all, tell everybody where they can follow you on social media.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Andrea the Publicist. Speaks for itself. Andrea, the THE Publicist.
All right, here we are, you guys. She just told you what she does, but let's kind of get into growing up where you grew up and how you fell in love with the passion of music, sports, and the culture of what you do as a publicist.
Well, I'm from New York originally.
Yeah.
I'm from Brooklyn. So the hustle in me it's in my DNA. You know, I was born to do this. So growing up in East New York, it's like you gotta hustle to get it. I'm the baby of 6. It's a lot of us. I did what I was supposed to do though. I finished high school. I moved to New Orleans and went to college at Xavier University.
Let's go.
Yes. So and then from there I just learned how to hustle the New Orleans way.
Right.
So I got that. You know, I tell people if you cut me, I bleed applesauce and gumbo.
I know that's right. Okay.
So yeah, it's a nice cool mix of New Orleans and New York in me. And then from there, my passion for being in the industry started early. My freshman year at Xavier, I was fortunate enough to be the brand ambassador for Bad Boy Records.
Oh, how dope is that?
Before there was even a Bad Boy South back in 2000, any music that came through from Bad Boy Records had to come through me.
Touched her. Nice.
Yes, and I'm doing this at 17 years old.
That's love.
Yes.
Respect.
Yes.
Earn stripes. Let's do this. Come on now, empower us. Empower us. Let's go.
I have to learn how to get a street team together and everything like that. And you know, it was a cool experience, and it just let me know that the music industry is where I wanted to be in, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I just didn't know what my niche was. I just knew I was a people person. People like me. I could move good, you know. So I was like, what I want to do. And when I finished my college degree, it wasn't in public relations at all.
Isn't that how it goes?
It always goes like, I do not work in the field where I have my degree.
Have your degree.
No, I have a whole poli-sci pre-law degree.
Always happens like that. But that's good though. It's something to fall back on if ever you lose the passion or just need a break.
Correct. So once I finished college, you know, of course we had to deal with the whole situation with Katrina. Right. And I still just confused. I didn't know what I was gonna do, where I was gonna be. And then I finally, you know, on Twitter met, you know, some really dope people, and I decided to pursue public relations.
Nice.
And I was fortunate enough to have Warren Sapp kind of be my mentor.
How dope is that?
Yeah, he was like, he put me on some gems on how to move in the industry that's male dominated.
Right.
You know, and me being a black female,
that's tough.
Going into sports PR, you know, it was
at a time when it was less than popular.
Yes, ma'am. It was very less than popular. And you just have to always work 10 times harder than everybody else. You have to grind. You have to get it. So that's what I did. I was grinding. I was like, look, this is what I want to do. Right. The Saints was going to the Super Bowl.
Here we go.
Yes. In 2009, I was like, I'm in there. I don't know how I'm going to be in there, but I'm in there.
2 feet in the door. Okay.
Right. So, and from that, from me just hitting the concrete, because you have to beat the concrete. Right. Nothing is going to be given to you.
Absolutely.
I met Malcolm Jenkins. And, you know, this was his rookie year. He just got signed to New Orleans from Ohio State. And he was like, what do you do? And I was like, I'm a publicist. Even though I was still learning.
Real fresh. But you had to own that. Let's do this. You sold that.
I was still learning. He was like, my mama said, I think I need one of you. So I was like, I think you do need one. So together he was transitioning from collegiate to the NFL as I was transitioning to a new career.
Right.
So we went through some learning pains together, but I learned so much with being around him, and because of him, he put me in so many situations where I was able to rep other athletes at the height of the Saints, coming off that Super Bowl win. So that kind of put me in a good position, and naturally I went back to my love of music and started dealing with some like local artists, and some mainstream, and then I got into.
I want some names. We're gonna treat this like an exclusive, Miss Drea, okay?
As a publicist, your clientele list change. It fluctuates all the time. But I went into what really I dove into was the TV and film.
Okay.
And I worked with Bernadette Stannis, who plays Thelma from Good Times.
Y'all know who Bernadette is?
Yes, girl. Bernadette, that's my girl. And I was able to connect with Kevin Hart and do some tour stuff with him.
How hilarious was that experience?
Like all the time. It's nonstop clowning. His role manager, Nate Smith, actually put me on. Really, really good friend of mine. Right. It's constant clowning. Those boys are crazy. But it was a good time. It was a fun time. And I enjoy traveling with them.
Of course.
It was a lot.
I'm sure.
A lot. But it was fun. And then, I worked with Fit for Weeby, was a really, really, really close friend of mine, near and dear to my heart. So I worked with him. Yes. We had some things in the works before his passing. So I just kind of keep it to New Orleans. Right. When I started working with Black Ink Crew, really I worked with Caesar from Black Ink Crew. By being in that kind of arena, I said to myself, he's opening shops everywhere. He ain't gonna not open a shop in New Orleans.
Let's do this. Represent.
I gotta put New Orleans on my back. So I did what I had to do, and we did open Black Ink New Orleans. Due to just some legality stuff and how people was moving, we had to switch it up, and we had to not do Black Ink New Orleans as much as we wanted to. Right, so he opened up a shop in Brooklyn, which is cool. He went back to his roots, which is Brooklyn. But he did show New Orleans love. He loved the city of New Orleans. We did create some great opportunities for the people of New Orleans, which was big on me. I always said, no matter what, I'm gonna keep New Orleans on my back. We got plenty of people to put New York on their back.
Right.
I'm putting.
You gotta get the boot lifted up. That's love. That's definitely love.
All day.
That's definitely love. Now, just kind of thinking back through that transitional period where you felt yourself growing through pains, through love, light, and progression. Mm-hmm. What was one of your favorite experiences? Not even having to characterize the time, but what was one of your favorite experiences during that growing span?
Just being able to travel. To be honest, as a publicist, the perks are great.
Amazing.
The perks are great. But you have good and you have bad. People don't know that you're the publicist. So when they see you with an athlete, there's no sign on my forehead that say publicist. So the groupies come for your head. They come.
You with her? That's who you want.
Wait, I'm just a publicist, guys, but you don't know that. Right. Blogs talk about you. People secretly film you, and then you end up on the shade room. And
who's he with now?
Come on. So, it's just you got to kind of stand your own as a woman in this game, and you have to separate yourself from that, and you have to just stay kind of 10 toes down. You can't mix business with pleasure whatsoever. Don't do it. If you want to make it in this industry, you have to make it on your hard work and your merit.
Right.
You can't look for a handout. Yes, sometimes it's all about who you know, because you can get some doors open, but you gotta grind. You gotta hustle 10 times harder than a man.
Can't just bring your plate to the table.
No, and you gotta let them be known you're not to be played with.
Facts.
At all, because they will play with you on no level.
Facts.
At all.
Sister's preaching right now.
That's some of the things that you learn growing up. You fall, you bump your head. In the music industry, I was definitely blessed to have my music mentor with Sean Perez for Bad Boy Records. He really, really guided me, and he gave me that tough love.
Right.
When I told him I wanted to be a publicist, he said, okay, cool, move back to New York, live with your mother, and you can start interning. I'm like, interning? I'm 26 years old. I got grown people bills. I can't be no intern. He's like, don't call my phone till you serious. Click.
Facts.
And I was like,
my whole life just crumbled.
Like, why he do me like that? So, I felt some kind of way, but not like in a bad way. I felt like I'm gonna show him better than I could tell him.
Right.
And then
don't limit me.
No lie. Like within 6 months, I saw him at Essence. And he was over at Bernadette's booth trying to get a picture with Bernadette. And I looked at him like, yeah, nigga,
what's up?
He was like, oh, shit.
Like, what up?
And then he was like, you earned my respect. Like,
straight.
You went out there and you did it on your own.
Right.
Like, I literally did it on my own. Like, I was just hitting. Every time I heard there was something going on, I was in there.
Right.
I was in there. Like, I didn't care. Like, I had to get in.
Right.
So, yeah.
I think that's so cool that you've learned how to maneuver. Like you said, in an industry that's male dominated, it's kind of hard to be taken serious when you look as well as you do and are able to portray yourself in the way that you can.
Right.
To be taken serious with what you know. So give some advice to these young ladies out here who are trying to get into industries that are male dominated, which is pretty much all of them. Some things that they can do outside of keeping their legs closed to stay grounded, focused, and really get to this bag.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something that Lil Wayne actually told me. Lil Wayne, he's like, a man is always gonna treat you how he meet you.
Right.
If he meet you, you act like a hoe, he gonna treat you like a hoe. If he meet you and you act like a lady, he gonna treat you like a lady. Cause they don't know you, so they don't know no other way to treat you.
Right.
But if you come and you like a lady and you respectable and you handling your business, that's all they could do is respect that and treat you like that. But if you are, acting like a hoe, he gonna treat you like a hoe. Like,
give me any space, they gonna do it to you.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Any space.
So that's how you always come in and, I try to tell young girls like, yo, just use your sexy. We women.
Right.
Use it.
Utilize that.
Don't. But don't
sell it.
Come on.
Don't give it up.
It's a line. Like, it's a real thin line. It's a teeny weeny line. Like, come on. You can't really do all of that. So you just have to kind of just, use your sexiness. Like, hey, how are you? Like,
Get your foot in the door.
Yeah, get your foot in the door, and then you show them that you can handle business at the end of the day.
Right. I got my foot in the door.
I got my foot in the door, and now watch me work.
Watch me work. That's all I love. Y'all hold on to that, Jim. This is serious business. Now, 2020, you have an outstanding resume with not only what you've accomplished in the field, but who you've been able to transition from sports to film to entertainment as a holistic overview. But what are some things, because I know we have a special guest we'll be bringing on in just a minute, but what are some things that we're actually gearing to see from you 2020?
Well, in 2020, you are gearing to see, like, first of all, me being back in New Orleans from Atlanta.
Hey.
I ran off to Atlanta for a little while.
I was looking for you, don't worry about it.
I'm back. I'm back in the NO. But yeah, so in 2020, we have coming up soon is Super Bowl. So I'll be at the Super Bowl every year. I do the Ocho Cinco celebrity basketball game.
Nice.
So we have that going on January 31st in Fort Lauderdale.
Lock in for that?
Yes, as well as an all-white yacht party that Saturday.
Let me get my invite right. Can I get it right here? Can I get it right now?
Girl, come on down to the 305. We about to turn up to the 305. Yes.
Let's do it one time for the one time.
Yes. So we have that going on. And like I was telling you, I work with this artist now, Porsche 9. He's a rapper from New Orleans.
Hear great things.
Yes. He got amazing music. You can follow him at Porsche_9, NINE, not the number.
Follow.
And just hear some of his dope music. So we have that going on. And he has a lot of business and a lot of things lined up. So I'm really trying to stay focused with him. Do a little bit of work, more corporate PR as well. So To be continued.
CS exclusive.
Oh yes, to be continued. We're getting some big brands up there.
Nice, very nice. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take the light off of this beautiful, beautiful entrepreneur right here for just a second. I know that you're bringing on a special guest today to help you kind of talk about the artists that we just were able to discuss. His manager is actually here, who actually is a client and partner of yours.
Yes.
We're gonna actually go ahead on and ask Mr. Brock to come on and join us on set. We don't have a live studio audience, but if we did, it'd be like.
Sexual chocolate.
The one you need is here. What's going on, Mr. Brock? How are you today?
I'm good. I'm cool, man.
We appreciate you for joining us. Now, you are a native of New Orleans. Let's kind of get into first telling them where they can follow you on social media.
B_like_me9.
All right, Mr. Brock, how did you kind of get into the industry of music and entertainment?
Honestly, my family been in music, and people don't even know that they did the thing that they did. Olympia Brass Band, Jill Monroe. So it's decades ago.
So it's just in your blood. It's in your blood.
Yeah, it's just something that my family, we do. So my cousin, like she said a few minutes ago, Porsche 9, he been doing this since birth. So it's not new to him. We just new on the scene.
Gotcha. Now, understanding that you're building and growing a brand, as well as being able to help mold him as an artist, Andrea gave us a little insight on what her goals are in 2020 in regards to his artistry. But what are some of the things that you're looking to accomplish with him this year?
Mainly just trying to get America to know who he is. So I mean, like we on YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, all the different music streams, and he get major streams outside of America, different countries, Australia, different places, but it's America that we trying to get the focal point of.
It's an international phenomenon, believe it or not.
Yeah. I mean,
He's
like
an international phenomenon.
Honestly, internationally, he is like on the Rick Ross status. So it's just, like we said, the focal point of 2020 is getting America to figure out who this young man is.
Okay, I am here for it. Where can they be checking out some of the music, singles, projects, or visuals for him?
Like I said, Tidal, Apple Music,
it's on everywhere. Yeah.
Spotify,
Everywhere.
YouTube.
Everything mainstream.
We shot a video we did in LA, and then we shot a video in New Orleans. Of course, we had to go to New Orleans. We from the 9th Ward, so have to. We did.
Now, being in media, one of the things that I cannot stand is when people have such an unrealistic expectation for what you're able to contribute to them. And I know that being in PR, that can be one of the most stressful things to kind of have to tell an artist reality versus expectation.
Right.
So let's kind of talk about some of the things that are up-and-coming artists, newly established artists, some of the things that they should truly understand to help build a foundation and a platform to be successful.
The main thing that new artists need to understand is that just because you have a publicist don't mean you have overnight success.
Right.
It takes anywhere between 6 months to a year just to build the foundation. You have to create a brand and an image that people care about.
Right.
You have these wonders like Lil Nas X, who did TikTok video and blew up off a TikTok video in 1 year. That's the exception, not the rule.
Right.
Most people when you have a publicist, it takes time. They have to create your image, your brand, the proper pitch to make sure they're going to the right people for you, to make sure that your best interest is being exposed. So a lot of people coming up, they think, because I have a publicist, I'm just gonna wait for her to hand me everything on a silver
gonna be ready.
platter. Nah, I need you to work too.
Right.
If I wanted more than you, I'm not dealing with you.
Right.
If you don't have a budget, don't call me, because no budget, no meeting. No budget, no meeting.
Play it back and rewind it, pause the frame. That face she made, it was serious.
I'm like so serious, because you have people that like you said, have all these dreams and aspirations and want to do all these great things, but it's like, that costs money.
Right. Who's gonna fund this?
Right, like that costs money. When you hear Coach K and Q from QC, speak, they drop a lot of money to radio stations to get the spins. That's just what it takes. Like, people not spending because they like you no more. Like, you gotta pay to play.
Right.
So it's like, if you don't have an established budget where you can do radio, where you can do certain media runs, where you can invest in a proper website, EPKs, stuff like that. Like,
what are you doing?
Yeah, social media. Like, it takes time, and you can't go into this thinking, well, wow, I'm gonna be an overnight success,
right? Because
that's unrealistic.
Absolutely,
that is hella unrealistic.
Absolutely. From a PR's take on it, make sure your stuff is together. She ain't even answering the phone. No. Her secretary gonna say she not here today. Mm-mm. Now, from a manager standpoint, we kind of talk about artists expecting things to happen, again, in unrealistic manners, but let's kind of take it from a manager's perspective. What are some of the things that artists should be doing to make sure they're prepared to step through those doors to kind of elevate their career?
Work, consistency. Like, it's a lot of people, they dream, but that's all they do. They sleep and they dream. They sleep and they dream. Like, if you ain't putting in no work, if you ain't trying to turn those dreams into realities, then what she talking about, the overnight, like, some people, like, especially in the social media area we're in now, a couple of days, you could do that. That's a week or two, a month, that's overnight shit. You hear me? So but you have to put in that work. You gotta be on some not sleep. That's the only way you're gonna make your dream. You had the dream, so now not sleeping no more, not dreaming no more is the only way to turn that dream into a reality. You gotta not work
out there and get it.
You gotta
out there. You gotta devote that time. Like you gotta live in the studio.
She doesn't seem where, like, people done told, like, it was a time where I was in zombie mode. What all I did was work. I wasn't even eating. I was just work, get it in, grind. Like, people like, oh, I'm done. Listen, you could talk a lot, but if you ain't moving a lot, all that talking don't matter at all. You gotta be doing a lot of moving. There's a lot of phone calls, there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of emailing, there's a lot of texting, there's a lot of going back and forth, there's a lot of traveling. But networking and making opportunities, that's all a part of the work. You gotta work. And that's from a manager standpoint, speaking to an artist, like, your artist gotta be in the studio. Like, just now, you saw me FaceTime my artist, what he had. Laptop. I'm here working, and where he need to be working. That's how it go.
Absolutely.
Their part. Everybody got to do their part.
That's right.
Absolutely. Now, something we were able to kind of briefly discuss off camera, one of them gems we about to drop off, so make sure you turn me up right here. Like, subscribe, tune in, follow, share.
Yeah.
we talk about the importance of relationships. Let's kind of harness in from a PR's perspective, and then we'll double back and get a manager's perspective. Why is it so important to establish healthy business relationships and to maintain those business relationships?
Because you never know when you need that relationship. I do not burn bridges. I don't care if you're my former client and I'm no longer your publicist. You moved on, you have new publicists, you're doing your own thing, whatever. I'm still gonna check in with you. I want to still see you do great things.
Right.
So yeah, I cannot emphasize this more. You cannot burn bridges with people. When you're a good person, people generally like you.
Right.
So you can part ways and still be amicable and social and cordial with people, but you never know when you're gonna cross that bridge again. Sometimes you can leave a situation and you're like, I'm never dealing with them again. But you don't know when you might see them. That's fine. You don't have to deal with them anymore. But you want to make sure that you're good to where if you see them out at an event in public or something like that, you can be cordial,
right,
and keep it moving. It's not like a green light on site where y'all beefing out. No. Like, I am so proud that my reputation is intact.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Nowadays, that means so much.
Man, I pride myself on that.
Absolutely.
I really, really do. Like, people don't say bad things about me in the industry. Why? Because I'm not here to fuck over people. I'm not here to like to mess up somebody's career. Sometimes things just don't work.
Right.
Two people just don't work out. And that's okay too. But at the end of the day, you know, that relationship isn't burned.
Right.
If I have people that still call me because
Checking
they
in.
need something.
Right.
You know what I
in.
mean? Like, say, Drea, like, hey, you know, you got a contact for this person.
Plug
or,
me
you got
in.
a contact for that person. Or their publicists might call me, like, do you have a contact for someone? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, yeah, I'm going to throw it to you.
Right. What you
know
do
I mean?
with
Like,
it is up, you know.
Right. I'm definitely going to throw it to you. And that's just the type of person I am. But I can't emphasize anymore not to
burn those bridges. PR, she giving y'all some game right now.
do it.
Make sure y'all paying attention. Keep lasting relationships. Where a manager's perspective is concerned, I'm pretty sure it may be a similar take, but how important is it to establish, validate, and maintain healthy business relationships as an artist?
Very, very important. Sometimes you get a relationship with somebody and it go beyond what the business is. Right. So sometimes it's hard to like stray in different directions when you're having different conversations. So best thing to do, everybody keep a level head. Everybody got to understand what's going on, what the bigger goal is, and understand that we all need to be on the same page in order for us to all get to where we're trying to go at. We can't do it by ourselves.
Right.
We can't do it by ourselves. That's why the artist got the manager. That's why the manager had a publicist. This is a chain of command. Everybody won't be in Chiefs, but nobody won't be Indians. So we can't do it like that. I don't care what it is. It don't have to be dealing with music. It don't have to be dealing with the industry on no level as far as movies or whatever, football, none of that. Like, if you just working a 9 to 5 or if you got an everyday hustle, like, get with somebody, get you a team.
Right.
We can't do it by ourselves.
Gotta have a strong team.
Gotta be unified. That's the whole purpose of building decent relationships. Listen, I ain't telling you go out and everybody you meet, y'all had to go to the club and smoke blunts with and drink with. Nah, but when it come down to this business and we trying to get to this money, we all need to be on the same page.
Right.
We all need to be together. We all need to do our part.
I want to talk accountability with you. You know, being a manager, your job is to keep it intact. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and you're making sure that opportunities and platforms are created for that to be possible. So how important is it to make an artist accountable for their actions in this industry, especially right now, because Lord knows all kind of crazy stuff be happening. Jesus, I be looking at the internet like, why they don't just unplug it?
Before he answered, I was gonna tell you this. It's funny that you asked that question. That's why I'm laughing, because accountability is my word, and if I don't see it, he'll tell you. I goes ham behind the business.
I know that's right.
So
she said you don't even want to talk that word with me.
Look,
she said you directed the question to the right person. She said you directed it to the right person because I can give a
huge, because I make heads roll.
Believe it or not, we just, like she said, we just had this conversation. So like with her, she's I needed a week and a half, 2 weeks done in advance.
Right. Because day of is 2 weeks late.
Right.
I know that's right.
I'm not that guy. So that goes back to what the relationship is. You have to have, when you have a relationship with somebody, part of that relationship is understanding who you're dealing with.
Absolutely.
Once you understand who you're dealing with, you're less likely to get frustrated with that person.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So it's like you said, she a week out, week and a half, I need it done right now. I need it done. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna get it done. It's some things happening. I'm going here, my mind going there. And, yeah. And like just like you said, from a manager standpoint to an artist, it's like the same thing with him. And to be honest, in our in our triangle, it's kind of different because she on it and he on it. Like I said, every time I hear him, he in the studio. He getting it in. He making beats. Every time I hear her or she hear me, she like, hey, we need to do this. Buy the bag. Let's go do this. And I be the one that's like, all right, look. Yeah, hold on, wait. Let me. All right, let's plan this.
Let this out.
Yeah, all right, sit down. Hold on. I gotta. All right, yeah. I'll be ready. And she like,
tweak it a little bit.
Now.
No, she.
I'm now. Right now. I say movie.
Listen, all sense of words. Like, I told him down. We gonna get it done.
Yes.
Why you lying to my friend?
Nah, but listen, I get it. She a pit bull. You know what I mean? That's why she got to where she at. Because she not taking no shorts, she ain't cutting across the grass. If she gotta take the long way, then the long way she gonna take. But no, while she taking the long way, she gonna get in your back.
I know that's right.
If she taking the long way, that's what you gonna take the longer way. No, because you gonna be behind her.
You heard me. Get that before she do.
If she do, she gonna drag you. You dig? So it's either you get that with me or you gonna get that behind me.
What I tell you, what you'll get home.
That's right.
So like
I love the dynamic. I see like really created atmosphere and turn that passion. We are really are able to uplift each other and make sure that every day is handled according to what needs to be done. And that is such a vibe. I'm here for you. I know I'm out here for Black excellence.
That's right.
So we talked accountability a little bit. It sounds like a shoe game. It's this a Kickin the real.
she was still born there.
Because this was like, hold up, why you saying accountability?
I hold everyone accountable. Do your job. Do your job. Like if you can't say like we have to be somewhere next week and I know I need it by next week and you tell me 2 days before, oh I finally got it. Unacceptable. Right. Unacceptable. If I know my calendar say we got a week to 2 weeks out for something, I need that now. Because when I get there, I don't want to hear it. Right. That's my thing. When I get there, we should be rolling. Time is of the essence. So I get a little aggressive. I do, guys. I get a little aggressive. People don't know how to take that. Some people don't take it right. You know, they like, damn, you talk to me like that. Yeah, like, because yeah, I'm jumping in your shit. It's time.
But you know I'm gonna get it done too.
You always come through, but I be nervous.
Like listen, I ain't gonna lie. It's been she had that right because it's been time like because it's a lot going on. You know, like like I said, we have the artists, them with the music, making all communities kingdom. So I didn't work with that. Like I'm the only child. People think he's the only child. I said, don't be smart. All that means you're the only person that tells you I'm on the house. And then once you get older, you're the only person for your mama to call on. Like, you know, your mama, she'll call and talk to her sister. And she'll, did my dad would do this, but if she really want to, she really needs something, and she, you know, like, she don't want to push it, I'm the one person, so it's a lot of things. Yes, like I said, it's a part of knowing who to deal with, relationship building, and goals, and understanding. That's a lot of what it was. While we had this conversation on my part, it was a lack of communication. I didn't let her fully understand everything that was going on.
So she was driving the ball, not knowing you were
exactly.
Right. So she's like, now you dropped the ball. I'm like, nah, it always dropped.
I was rolling it down my back. I kicked it up.
I kicked it back up my foot, and then I got it back. Yeah, just back with the rest of the ball. And I like, I got it. So you know,
it's all good. You know, that's the thing. You gotta be able to talk with your team. You gotta hold your team accountable and let them know like it's all business. And then when it's all said and done, we take a shot. Like, because at the end of the day, we're still family.
Your team can't hold grudges. Listen, please don't do that.
Say it again. Please. I'm about to hand in this mic for a second. So I want you to look these people in this camera, in their face. I know some of y'all got that phone right here. Look them in their face and say,
Listen, this coming from me to black people. Do not hold grudges. Let that shit go. Do not hold grudges. We can't win if we holding grudges with each other. You don't want to do business with this man because of something that he did to your little partner 4 years ago. Like, your little partner probably let that go and you still holding on to it. Like, don't hold grudges, bro. Don't do it.
Yeah, that's a gym, I'm telling you. I'm about to get one more out of it for y'all. So let me know, this is exclusive. These people have literally done it into out of this and they know the grimy, the slimy, and the success of it.
Yes.
Okay? There have been a lot of business people come through today for Media Day, courtesy of the Antidote.
Okay.
Right now, at this moment, we have a lot of female entrepreneurs that are still in the building.
Yes.
We as black women are undervalued in so many different ways, but we still make it a point to have ourselves heard, seen, and respected.
Right.
What advice can you give to these women in regards to making sure they keep their image together when we're going through these silent storms and these battles that people don't know we're fighting behind closed doors?
I want women to understand that there's a lot of women out there that actually support you, that actually hear you. You know what I mean? That's going through the same battles, is going through the same issues. It's not easy being a female entrepreneur. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, just keep your head up, stay focused, keep your grind, set your goals.
Absolutely.
Like, if you set your goals and you speak your goals into an existence and just start knocking them out, just not. You don't have to do everything at one time. You know, just one at a time. And sometimes, you know, what you going through, somebody else may be going through.
Right.
So just, you know, put some fillers out there. You know, if you have a network of other black, you know, entrepreneurs, women that are maybe going through the same thing or in the same industry as you, sometimes it just might be like, yo, you know, just hit them up and talk to them for a little bit.
Collab.
Just collab. Like, we have to, like, this is so important. We have to uplift each other. We have to uplift each other. Like, that is so big to me. Women that are not dogging each other out, hating because this one got this client, or, you know, like, or anything like that. When, you know, I saw a publicist post, you know, about Beyonce's publicist, because she's black, you know? And it's like, oh, shoot, look at her. Like, she's
how
doing
dope
her
is
thing.
that?
Like, how dope is that?
How dope is that?
Beyonce's publicist is black. Like,
yeah, that's dope.
And that's rare in the industry.
Absolutely.
That's rare when you have...
It's unfortunate, but true.
It is, and she's been doing it for a long time. And it made me, you know, follow her, read more on her, look into her, what she's doing, because you learn. You can learn.
Right, so much.
Right, and I ain't never met this lady a day in my life. But it just let me know that if you keep hustling, keep moving, keep doing what you're doing, it's gonna come out for you, you know.
Absolutely. Now, being a manager, from your rendition of the females in the industry, when we talk about image, what are some of the things from a male perspective that they should be keeping together to make sure they stay relevant but true to themselves?
I mean...
He said, I ain't no girl. Why you gonna ask me that? Because you looking at us girls. You know what you like to pay for. You know what you gonna pay for.
Honestly, I could just say, just keep it classy.
Keep it classy.
Like, you ain't... Black women phenomenal. You don't have to be extra. Just be you. And you're gonna be lovable. Like, a real man gonna love you.
Right.
Everybody gonna love you. Just be yourself. You don't gotta be extra. You ain't gotta show the extra skin. You ain't gotta be with the extra get done.
The executive producer say,
don't be extra, ladies, right?
Yeah, just don't be extra.
be yourself. He said black women are phenomenal. You ain't even got to do too much and you are already wonderful.
Right.
Y'all winners.
Oh.
There's nothing on the face of the earth like a black woman. But Not all. Some of y'all just be out of control.
Oh Lord.
Oh, now we out of
And
control,
we're
like yo,
moving on.
like yo, like yo, we out of control.
Right.
Y'all know who y'all are. You dig? We ain't gonna expose nobody.
It's just the ones you be attracted, huh?
Nah.
I'm about to ask for y'all. All these ladies out here that started peeping you, and some of them sitting back looking at you like this right now. He is kind of cute. Can they be shooting their shot right now? Or is the gym closed?
The gym closed.
All right now.
I'm chilling.
Don't come shooting y'all shot. He gonna block it like Iguodala.
I'm blocking it like Zion, and he ain't even played yet. You know, like,
Oh Lord.
they're gonna show you how far ahead it is. Like, it ain't even on no. It ain't even on no this situation, that relationship, none of that. It's just we trying to get to a different level.
Focus.
Yeah.
Hey, we got time for that. I would ask the beautiful Miss Andrea, but I already know the answer. Don't be flooding her DMs no more. She having a hard time keeping up with primary in general now. She done moved half of y'all the general population, but y'all taking over. Leave the lady alone.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm in my right now. I'm in that transition period.
Right.
You know, and women, y'all know what that
We know what
is.
that is.
Like we
Self-check moment.
check.
Self-check moment.
Self-check moment.
Transparency
like,
moment.
hell?
The hardest moment that you could
Come
go through
on.
when you about to caterpillar to a butterfly.
But come on now. Come on.
He don't even understand
He
that.
don't- he
It's that
don't
missing chromosome.
Yes, that's what it is. You would never get it. You would never get it.
The extra chromosome. Y'all got 2 X's. We got
You missing the whole joke.
You are.
No, that's because y'all. That's an inside joke for y'all.
No. It's all right.
America got me. Y'all comment below.
Come on.
Let us know
Come
how
on,
y'all
ladies. Y'all
feel.
know what it is when you're going through that transition period. I just
Comment.
been cutting off my hair.
I know
But-
that's right. New life moment. That's that new life moment. We all go through it.
Yeah, so right now I'm just truly really focused on me. Focused on Porsche 9, Matt Gang, getting everything together. Like I said, my goal is for him to be charting on the U.S. Billboard.
Very
He's
nice.
charting overseas, but I need him to be charting on
Right
US.
here at home.
Yep. So that's my focus. That's my grind right now. While I'm dealing with, other things in the PR world to, solidify where I'm trying to go. But yeah, I'm trying to buy a house like Super.
I know that's right.
Super Sync.
I know that's right. Girl, she posted that picture and I was like, dang, you had just got moved into the new house, good. Super.
So yeah, but so I'm just on the grind right
We vibing right now, grinding and vibing.
on.
Y'all don't know how much we appreciate you guys taking a moment to stop what you were doing to come and vibe with us.
Yes.
Y'all saw the rap sheet on this lady. I don't have to say anything in regards to her accolades and her credentials and her accomplishments at this point. So the fact that she was willing to come and sit down and drop some gems off for us and to tie you guys into what's going on behind the scenes is greatly, greatly appreciated. And to bring a bonus guest to drop off some whole other knowledge. We here for it all day long, Mr. Brock. We appreciate y'all. Is there anybody you want to shout out or show love to before we get ready to get out of here?
Just Porsche 9. Rest in peace before Weeby.
Out there.
While Wayne in New Orleans, who's staying strong through all of this. B Streezy, Sess 45. Just all my, all the people in New Orleans that's holding it down. As we go through this kind of difficult time. But at the end of the day, we're going to keep New Orleans on our back. Keep holding it down. So yeah, just if anybody checking in from New York, we'll be in New York next week.
Hey. hey, make sure y'all link in right here.
Yes, we'll be in New York doing some business stuff out there for a couple of days before we head to Miami. So just shout
Big
out
things.
the whole New York City, Brooklyn.
Hey, home, let's go. She said, what time for the
Brooklyn,
home
you
time?
love Brooklyn. so that's it.
That's love, Miss Andrea. And what about you, Mr. Brock?
I'm good.
He said, I ain't got nothing for y'all.
My mama.
That's love, mama. We appreciate you for giving us a real one. For giving us a real one. Because he done kept it 100 from before the camera started rolling to just now.
That's all I got for you.
Yes.
You guys, it's been a great episode of Kicking It Real. We appreciate all the feedback, all the love, all the insight and encouragement.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm trying to be around. We in it. We trying to see y'all elevate right here this year, 2020. You guys, the antidote, courtesy of Kicking It Real. It's your girl Tubbi wrapping up another episode of an exclusive. Make sure you tune in, like, subscribe, tag a friend.
Winners, come holler at us.
Holla at the winner's circle. We got to make room over here at the table. Excuse us. We're going to go get some chicken for they don't have no more. I've been talking about this damn chicken all day. They probably ain't got no more. They got chicken back there?
Get this girl some chicken.